Hey everyone, Car Guru here, and I've got a story for you. This is the 40,000 subscriber rant. Thank you all for getting Car Guru to 40,000 subscribers. So I am rewarding everyone by ranting. Yes, the guy with a Tesla is bitching about his middle class life. Keep in mind, a curse word may slip in these rants. So if you don't like curse words, please ask the specific God that you believe in to pray for Car Guru. I will lead you in prayer. Dear Lord, please pray for Car Guru. Show him the way, for he does not know his ways. All right, anyways, before that storytelling comes in handy, all right, something happened to me the other day, all right? I went to the auto parts store one night at like 8:30 before a major snowstorm, and I was buying some crap that I don't need to further clutter my disgusting garage. And I went to the register, and this dude was like, "You look familiar." And I'm like, okay. I immediately got paranoid. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? He's like, "Yeah, your voice. Are you on YouTube?" I was like, ha, 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 shit. Your boy Kagaru's famous, baby. So we chatted for a bit. He was like, "Yeah, you know what? You talked about the channel." He's like, "Yeah, I wish I had more time to talk to you about like your projects and stuff." I was like, "Thanks, bro. Gotta go, man." So shout out to Dylan at AutoZone. Cool dude. Shout out to him. That was really nice of him to reach out to me like that. But anyways, on to this next story. All right, now this story put me on a psychological roller coaster. All right, so listen up here, okay? I need your help. I need your help processing what happened to me on this night. Now, I live in what you can call a predominantly white upper middle class suburb. Okay? So they built a series of houses, and my wife and I were the first ones to move in. And after that, the housing market flourished, and every year they built more and more houses, and more people moved in, and now we're an official neighborhood. So I have Dolores the Tesla that I rebuilt, and I also have my Z06, which I call General Zod. Yes, I name my cars, get a life. And I have different cars I work on in and out of my garage at different times of the year. So I'm known as the car guy in the neighborhood. I was doing some work on Dolores one night around like maybe 10 o'clock or so, and I needed to get some wooden planks to get a few more inches of height when I was jacking her up. So I'm like, crap, all the stores are closed. I need something to increase the height of the car. I have nothing. However, they're building some new houses near me, and there's a big dumpster in there with building materials in it. So there's got to be something in there, right? There's got to be wood planks in there. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to try that. I'm going to mosey on down and get some free safety wood. So the dumpster was about maybe like an eighth of a mile away-ish. So I figured I'd take the skateboard with me to see if I get some good stuff so I don't have to walk it all the way back. Now, the board I have is electric. It's an electric skateboard, and it could carry up to like 300 pounds. It's a beast. I actually used it in my Sorry Elon Musk video. But anyways, so I get to the dumpster, and a guy that lives in the house near it was staring at me out of his window. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. Older gentleman, maybe in his 70s or so. I'm headed to the dumpster anyways. Yeah, I know it's late, but mind your business, old man. It's pitch black out. Don't worry about it. So I get a flashlight, climb the ladder, looking around. There's tons of scrap wood in there because they're building a house. And I'm like, score. This is great. I'm rummaging around, doing my thing, and I just happen to look up and the guy's window, and he's on his cell phone. I'm like, this will not end well for any of the involved parties. This is not good. End well, this will not, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Let me hurry my ass up, get some more wood. All right? I probably got like 6 pieces of wood total, about 2 feet long each. Climb down the ladder, look behind me, and the dude legit teleported to his porch. It scared the piss out of me. The dude legit teleported to his porch, and it's dark as hell outside. So imagine this, right? Here's some imagery for you. Imagine this, right? It was like some movie stuff. So picture a dark silhouette, right? But the moon is like such a way that you could only see his face. He looked like a goddamn Sith Lord. I legit jumped. I was like, ah! Damn. I'm like, hey, buddy. He's like,
Mind telling me what you're doing in that dumpster, boy?
He called me boy, so you know I was up shit's creek. This man was out for blood, legit blood. And when I get uncomfortable, I make jokes for some reason. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for a hot meal. And he's like,
well, you won't find any food in there.
I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm just getting some scrap wood for a project I'm working on. I literally live right there. He's like,
you know this is private property, right?
I'm like, excuse me, is this your dumpster?
I've already called the police.
Now hear me out. I'm an African American, all right? When a Caucasian man says, I've called the cops, legit, anything could happen. Like, a few things could happen, all right? I'm not sure if you're updated on the news, but things can literally go in any direction. It can end very well, or it could not end very well. I won't go into detail on that. It's not that kind of channel, all right? But whatever. Whatever the outcome, this man was obviously willing to roll the dice. Granted, I live in Massachusetts, so I think I'm pretty safe, right? If this was the good old South or somewhere out west, oh Lord, ooh, they would have beat the absolute shit out of my hipster thick-rimmed glasses-wearing ass. So thank God I'm in the Northeast, I guess, all right? I got that going for me. So I started getting defensive. I'm like, Harold. He was in his 70s, so I'm assuming his name was Harold. Let's just call him Harold, all right? I'm like, hey, my guy, buddy, I legit live up the street. You see my blue vet in the driveway every day. Don't do this, Harold. I live right there.
I don't recognize anything. The cops are on their way.
So I started getting mad. I'm like, dude, I live at number 27. I see you every day walking that little shit dog of yours. I live in this neighborhood, bro. That's my house. My house is bigger than yours. What are you, mad? You mad, bruh? Okay, listen. I get it, all right? It'd be one thing if he was like, okay, I'm white, you're black, and I'm scared. Let's get your ass out of here. So I'm calling the cops. But, dude, you know me. You know who I am, all right? If a guy I didn't know was rummaging through a dumpster that wasn't mine, that wasn't on my property, with building materials in it, I'd be like, okay. But if he popped his head out and I was like, oh, shoot, I know this guy, I'd be like, oh, shoot, what up? You need some help? You need a light? Like, if I knew the person, I would react accordingly. I am no longer a stranger to him. He knows who I am. But anyways, the whole exchange got creepier and creepier, and I'm like, is he messing with me? Like, I got to get out of here. So I grabbed my wood, jumped on my skateboard, and I got the hell up out of Dodge, all right? Does anyone still say that, getting out of Dodge? Probably not. That was the weirdest shit ever. Dude sees me every day. He calls the cops on me. I was the first, I was heated. I was the first person to move into the whole development. I birthed you, Harold. I run this neighborhood's Facebook group. Don't do this, Harold. Don't do this. Anyways, enough whining. Get back home. Throw my board in the garage, leave the garage door open, go upstairs, fix me a nice meal, all right, of microwave pizza. You know those little Celeste pizzas with like 60,000 milligrams of sodium? I had one of those. But anyways, so I'm sitting there eating my pizza, and I see the reflection of blue flashing lights in my window. And I'm like, oh, shit. Looks like your boy Car Guru has to shoot his way out of this one. And I should be just like start shooting all of a sudden. Anyways, so all right, thank God my family wasn't home. You all right? My wife hates this shit. My wife already thinks I'm the biggest loser on the planet. All right, more on that later. It's funny, like whenever I'm like, hey babe, I'm going to the basement to record a show, she's like, oh, you're gonna record your stupid little radio show? I'm like, why you like this, baby? Damn. All right. Anyways. So, what went through my mind when the cops showed up, I'm just like, you're joking, right? Harold, how are you going to do this to me, Harold? Huh? How are you going to do this, Harold? Two guys get out, right? They walk towards the basement. They actually go into the garage, and I can actually hear them talking in the garage. One has a flashlight, and the other one's like, hello, hello. Now, rule number 1 of the police, never make an officer wait for you for anything. Don't make him wait, and don't make him chase you in any way. You ever see those high-speed chase films when the cop has to chase the guy running away, and at the end he gets his shit pushed in? Every single time, the guy will get his shit pushed in. I don't want to get my shit pushed in, so therefore I will answer this police officer as soon as humanly possible. So I run downstairs, and I immediately go to open the door to the garage, and I hear the cop say, "This place is disgusting." And I started dying because it was disgusting. It always is, my dirty ass garage. "Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the police were coming there to kill me. I would have tidied up." Anyways, so I open the door. One of them goes, "Yeah, we're here due to the disturbance. There was a report of trespassing and illegal dumping in a property down the street." So I'm like, "All right, okay, whatever." He's like, "Do you own this home, sir?" I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Can I see some ID, please?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "Yeah, that was probably me down the street." Whoa, hold on. Illegal dumping? I was legit just taking some scrap wood out of the dumpster. My neighbor saw me, called the police, and now here we are. All right, so I wasn't dumping anything. So the cop goes, "What were you doing in a dumpster at 10 o'clock at night?" I'm like, I just said I was trying to get scrap wood." He's like, "Getting scrap wood, you say?" I'm like, "Yeah." And the cop's hilarious, by the way. The cop goes, "Your house looks fine to me. What do you need the scrap wood for?" I'm like, I didn't say that. That was in my head, all right? Rule number 2, don't disrespect the cop. You say that shit in your head, boy, all right? You crazy? Anyways, that was on my head. I'm like, God, you're so witty. How do you do it, officer? How are you able to serve and protect at the same time, but be so damn hilarious? Again, in my head. So anyways, I told him, like, "Listen, I wasn't dumping anything or trespassing." And he's like, "Well, whose car is this?" He points to the Tesla. I'm like, "It's my project car. I'm just working on it a little bit." He goes, "Tesla, huh? Can I see some documentation on this vehicle, please?" And then it hit me, all right? Harold apparently told the cops I was running some kind of illegal chop shop here. I'm like, all right, okay. Deep breaths, car guru. Take a few breaths here, relax. And they started asking me, "Is that your blue vet in the driveway? Can I see some paperwork on that, please? Where's the front plate?" I'm like, oh, shit. This dude's jamming me up. I can't put a front plate on a Corvette, officer. But I get it. Again, I didn't say that. But I'm like, "Yes, okay, right here. Yeah, I was working on the car. It must have fallen off. Wink, wink." So I showed them the registration. They knew it was legit. They were cool. I asked about the dumpster diving. I was like, "Yeah, what's the deal with that?" He goes, "Well, it's not illegal. And there's not like a no trespassing sign, so you're good." I'm like, all right, cool. So they keep walking around, and like 10 minutes go by. I'm like, shit, why are they still here again? And again, they brought up the whole front plate on the vet thing. I was like, yeah, haha, it just fell off. I get it. But they were cool about it. I think they were just busting my balls a little bit, which is good. I didn't get my ass killed by them, which is definitely a plus. So anyways, the last thing is this. They hop back in their squad car. They do a U-turn in my driveway, and one of them puts the window down and goes, "Is that thing electric?" Pointing to the Tesla. I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "They're bad for the environment, And the overly aggressive Tesla owner and me wanted to say, "Well, lithium mining really isn't that." I was like, "You know what? Let me shut the hell up." You know what I said? I said, "Ha, hell yeah, brother." And they drove off. So that was gone. That was done. That saga is over. Okay? Now I could go back to living my regular ass life. Thank God that's over. Texted one of my buddies, let them know what happened. I'm like, whatever, back to work. Things are over with. Let's get some wood back here. The wood that I stole, apparently. I look for the wood. The wood is gone. Mysteriously, in that conversation that car guru and the cops had, the wood went missing. The 2 officers took the pieces of wood out of my garage. This whole story just messed me up. First, I got neighbors that know me calling the police on me, and then I have the police that show up at the house. They took the wood back. They legit yanked it right out of the garage. So here's the thing. Here's a dilemma. Now, me taking that wood was a victimless crime, all right? Now, them taking it from me, like, is that cool? So I got it for free. So if someone takes it from me, like, is that okay? It wasn't mine in the first place. And my last question is, what do they do with it? So I'm like, you know what? No. Car Guru needs answers. I call the police station. It was like, ring, ring. I was like, yo, where's my wood at, pigs? Again, I did not do that. So you played yourself. Why would I call the police? Huh? You crazy? They could keep that wood. I did not call them at all. I stayed my ass home. You know what I did? You know what I did? I stayed my ass home, went back in my house, went upstairs, finished my Celeste pizza like a bouse, right? But you know what I did? I stood up for myself. I kicked Harold's goofy ass out of that Facebook group. I kicked his dumb ass out of that Facebook group. Huh? Harold, you rat. You rat bastard. Harold, you snitch. Harold, you double crosser. You narc. You weasel. You blabbermouth ass canary. You know Harold was looking out his window when the cops showed up at my house, too. I know he looked directly at the house, and he was like,
mm-hmm. They gonna beat his ass.
You think this is over? Car Guru here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you for next week's rant.